Okay, so in this short tutorial, I will show you a couple different methods that you can use to format your text in Excel. See how I just put down two simple words here in my Excel spreadsheet. I just put down Excel tutorial. So the first thing you might want to do is that you can change your font. So if I want to change, say, the font that I have for Excel, the first thing that you need to get started with that is that you would click on the cell to select the text that you want to change. So if I click on Excel, see how there is a green box that shows up around the word Excel. You would always want to make sure that the green box is there before you make any changes, because the box indicates that the cell has been selected. So my cell has been selected. If I want to change the font, I will go over to this area right here. See how currently it shows up as Calibri Body. That is the default font size that Excel has if you don't change anything. So if I want to change that, I would just go over to this drop down arrow, and then it will show you this whole big menu of different fonts you can choose from. So right now we're going to use the American Typewriter font. If I click on that, see how my Excel has been changed to a different font. Okay, and the next thing that you might want to do is to make this text bigger or larger, and then you can do that right here at this number. So the number 12 is your current font size. It's pretty intuitive. If you have a larger number, you would have a larger font size. If you have a smaller number, then it would be a smaller font size. Okay, so if I want to make it larger, I will click on this arrow again, and then I would select, say, number 20. And now my Excel has become much larger. If I want to make it the opposite, I would just click on, we can choose 8, and it's become much smaller. And then if for some reason the font size that you have in mind cannot be found on this menu, see how it only has even numbers, that is also not a problem. You will just click on number and then type one in yourself. So I can type in font 25 and then press enter, and then it will change my font size to that number. Okay, let's just change it back to 12 real quick. All right, and then the next three things that you might want to do is to bold, italicize, or underline your text. And then the three options can be found right here. So I'll just go through them really quickly. So if you want to bold your text, you would click on the B and it bolds it. If you want to cancel the effect, you would just click on the B again and it cancels it. And the same goes for italicize and underline. So this is italicized, non-italicized, and then underline, and then without an underline. All right. And then a very last thing that I want to show you real quick is that you can also change the color of your font. So right now, both words are in black, but if I want to have it in a different color, that is very possible. So if you just move over to this little option right here, you can see how this strip of color indicates what the color is at the moment. And if you want to change that, you would just click on this drop down arrow and then change it to any color you want. So we can change it to red. Okay. All right, so that is a very quick tutorial. I hope it was helpful.